Hello, and welcome to The Box. Today we're going to be discussing Erwin Schrödinger. This guy. Erwin Schrödinger was born in Vienna on August 12, 1887, at the tender age of 0. Little Schrödinger grew up almost entirely at home. He was homeschooled until he was old enough to attend the Akademisches Gymnasium. From an early age, Schrödinger knew both English and German, but was also introduced to an onslaught of Latin during his time in the gymnasium, almost 5 hours a week of it. Eventually, that filed down to 3 hours a week of Latin after Greek was introduced into his schedule. So, to sum it up, little Erwin knew both English and German, and Latin and Greek. Wow. Anyway, Schrödinger wasn't only a linguist, he also really enjoyed his scientific studies. Ironically, he really disliked learning from a book and memorizing facts. Even though he might not have enjoyed it 100%, Erwin Schrödinger was able to maintain the rank of top of his class throughout his entire gymnasium career. That is 6 to 8 years. After he graduated, Erwin Schrödinger attended the University of Vienna, where he laid foundation for his future great works. About that time, the Great War had just begun. Luckily, Schrödinger found a safe place in the military as an artillery commander. Luckily, Schrödinger wasn't in the front line and on the trenches. If he was, we may not have his famous Schrödinger's cat analogy today. I come to think about it, I don't even know what that is. I'm going to go look it up. Okay, so it turns out that Schrödinger's cat was a way to demystify some aspects of quantum mechanics. Now, I don't exactly claim to know what any of this means, but I'll try my best to explain it to you. Luckily, I happen to both have a box and a cat, which just happened to run away. Okay, so first you need a cat and a box. First, you're not getting out of this one. Stop. 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 Okay, after you have the box and the cat, you need some poison. Okay? Put that in the box. And then some radioactive material. Go ahead and put that radioactive stuff in there. And then seal the box with the cat in it. Okay, now, the deal with Schrödinger's cat is the poison in the vial is released after a sensor detects that a single atom of the radioactive substance has decayed. The poison then kills the cat, but there's no way to tell if the cat's alive or dead without opening the box. The cat is in what is called a superposition of states. This is sometimes called quantum indeterminacy or the observer's paradox. Later in life, it's rumored that Schrödinger admitted to regretting meeting this cat. Before that, though, there's a lot more cool stuff that he did. He was offered positions to many prestigious universities like Oxford, Princeton, and the universities of Graz and Ghent. In 1920, he made his great discovery, Schrödinger's wave equation. It looks something like this. When Hitler came to power, he was staying in Berlin, which at that point was the center for science in the world. He fled Germany and went home to Austria. When Austria was later annexed by the Germans, he had to flee again because his leaving of Germany earlier was viewed as an unfriendly act by the Nazis. After he fled Austria, he bounced around different universities just working, like Oxford and some other places. But he settled in 1938 in Dublin, the University of Advanced Studies, which, at that point, was brand new. He became the director of the School of Theoretical Physics and remained there until his retirement in 1955. Now that we've covered the basics, it's time to discuss his significance in the scientific community. I'm aware that most people today probably only know Schrodinger for his Schrodinger's cat analogy, but the fact is, he accomplished so much more than some little way to explain quantum law for quantum mechanics for dummies. Schrodinger's wave equation describes how the quantum state of some physical system changes with time. Arnold Sommerfeld, a man second to none in his understanding of physics, said that the discovery of Schrodinger's wave equation was the most astonishing of all the astonishing things that happened in the 21st century. To the general public, he's famous for a cat. To the scientific community, he's famous for a major discovery in the field of quantum mechanics that I can't even understand. I literally have no idea what it means, but I promise it's important. I'll have you know that in 1933 he won the Nobel Prize for the wave equation. They don't give that out to anybody. Now it's time to open the box and see if our cat is alive or dead.
Erwin Schrodinger, huh? What's in the box, Schrodinger?
A cat, some poison, and a cesium atom.
The cat, is it alive or dead? Alive or dead?
Answer him, fool.
It's a superposition of both states until you open it and collapse the wave function.
Says you.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
There's also a lot of drugs in there.